What's up, guys? Welcome back to the garage, man. I'm pretty much picking up right where we left off in the last video. But I just got done installing this headlight duct from EFB Motorsports. Once again, I'm going to give him a shout out. If you guys didn't go follow him on Instagram, please do, because, I mean, dude, he makes a dope-ass product. And he hooked up khaki with this headlight duct. I absolutely love how aggressive it makes the front end of the car look. It just a little bit more aggression, you know what I'm saying? But khaki is pretty rough, man. I want to start basically taking the car apart, cleaning up some things that have been needing to be addressed for some time now. But yeah, I gotta leave here in probably about an hour and a half or so to go pick up Braven from work. So my goal is to at least get the car taken apart, man. I want to get everything taken off that I need to get out of my way before I close up shop for the night. And then we'll pick back up tomorrow actually doing some stuff. I'm sure it's probably the thumbnail and title of the video, but I want to start prepping this radiator for getting it installed because I can't even drive khaki right now. Because unfortunately, the radiator that's on there has sprung a leak. I want to get a really good before of how much room we have in here between the header and the radiator. And of course you can't see crap because there's no freaking light. Hang on. It's because my garage, I don't have lights over here because that's where the door opens up. So all the lighting is on this side. Hopefully we can see in there a little bit better now. But yeah, it looks like the header is actually sitting against the radiator, but I assure you that it's not. There is actually a little bit of room. Like if I was to take a sheet of paper, I'd be able to slide it in between there. You know what I mean? But what I think is happening, I mean, even though I do have some pretty stiff mounts on this car, I think the engine is moving just enough to cause the header to actually rub on the radiator. So over a period of time, it has now rubbed a hole in it. Once again, this is the second time I've had to deal with this. So the last time I pulled the radiator off and we found a shop and they welded it shut for me, and it has lasted, bro. It's lasted over a year now without leaking, but not no more. It's definitely leaking once again. So this radiator has most certainly been a trooper, but it's time for it to go. But before I really start tearing into this thing, I want to make myself some room on this shelf over here. This has been Braven's shelf for the Integra. Like since we tore that car down, I went out and bought this shelf specifically for him to put all of his parts on. But now he just kind of has everything all nicely placed and taken up all the damn room on it. I'm gonna try to consolidate all of his things and free up at least one shelf, or if not two shelves for me. As I'm pulling stuff off of khaki, I want to have a place where I can set everything and keep it organized, you know what I mean? Or else I'll go nuts, man. And I don't like losing stuff for this car. Like I lost the hardware for my bumper. In the last video I mentioned that I couldn't find it. I ended up having to find new hardware. I don't like having to do that kind of stuff. Nice, I got two shelves. I'm actually taking a piece of tape, and with this hardware, like, I just don't want to make a big pile of hardware, especially with stuff like this. I want to make sure that I don't lose my MPC hardware that I use for my radiator bracket, so I'm just putting a piece of tape on the back to hold it on there. Feels good to have my own shelf. Finally. There it is. There's my little 50 horsepower at a push of a button. It's always easier just to disconnect this from the solenoid on the inside and pull it out rather than try to disconnect it right there, because then you have to deal with the little pill falling out. So feels so good having my own shelves. So damn good. And by the way, I just cracked the lines on the radiator and just pulled the hoses off and let the fluid just all drain out my driveway. I just want to let you guys know there's no antifreeze in there. The only thing in there is water, because we sprung that leak and it leaked everything out. And for me to drive it around the block, I just wanted something in there, and I just put straight water. So there was no antifreeze or no water wetter or anything inside of there. Just water. For the butt hurts. I know there's always like butt hurts in the comments over stuff like that. Yep, this thing has definitely seen better days, man. And you can tell the header wrap has been rubbing also, because it's starting to fray it. Got like that whole runner right there. Oh, looky down here. Sheesh. It was really rubbing down there. Like, I think it was sitting against it down there. What the hell? Oh, wow. Yeah, look at that. That's freaking nuts, dude. I'm surprised that... You know what? I think that's where the leak is at. I think that's where it's leaking at, right there. Huh. I'm surprised that didn't make noise, like a rattle. Alrighty then, well, what time is it? Ooh, 8:46, bro. Braven gets off work in 14 minutes, so just in time. I'm gonna go ahead and get khaki pushed into the garage, and I'm gonna pick back up with you guys in the morning after we drop that fool off at school. P.O. box this morning, and there was a package there. I was kind of expecting this. A guy on Instagram by the name of Art Castillo actually sent this out, and I think this is something for khaki. I'm not sure. I remember him saying something along the lines that this was going to be for khaki, so I'm definitely interested to see what this is. Let's get it opened up and find out. Yeah, trick. I don't know. Oh, this is on the right. 3AN to -16AN. Adjustable wrench, lightweight aluminum spin. Okay, that's freaking dope. And then Vibrate Performance billet aluminum vice jaw. Bruh. What? That is freaking sick. Oh, it's magnetic. Bro, that is freaking dope. I need to get a vice. So this is an adjustable wrench, specifically for AN line. So this is like aluminum, basically, so it doesn't score the metal. Like whenever you use regular wrenches and stuff, it'll actually damage your AN fittings. It'll nick them and make them look like crap. And this is actually magnetic little jaws that you put onto a vise, so that whenever you're actually like tightening down your fittings and stuff, this is actually shaped to where it'll hold the fittings inside of the vise nice and solid, and you don't have to chew up your fittings on a vise either. So that is definitely dope, man. I'm gonna need to run down to Harbor Freight and get a vise. I've been needing to get one anyhow, for sure. I used to have a little baby one that sat right here, and we broke that damn thing a long time ago. So I need to go get a new one. But I was having a conversation with him on Instagram. That's the reason why he sent this stuff, is because he saw whenever we got the radiator that I mentioned that I might be doing the dash 16, the AN line for it, instead of actually running regular hoses, because it's gonna be easier, honestly. It's not gonna be cheaper, but it's gonna be easier than trying to figure out exactly what hoses and everything to run for this, because my Mishimoto hoses, these are no longer gonna work, bro, because where the new radiator is gonna be sitting at, it's just not gonna reach. So it's gonna be easier just to run all AN lines and stuff, and that's what we're gonna be doing today, is actually figuring out exactly what it is I need, man. So that is our starting point. That's the reason why I tore the car down. I want to get that radiator mounted up, and then I want to be able to actually look at it and figure out exactly what it is that we're gonna need. I know I'm gonna have to do something up here as far as doing like a swirl pot or something, because now I'm not gonna have anywhere to actually fill this radiator. Instead of doing an actual inline swirl pot, not a swirl pot, an actual inline radiator cap like inside of the line, I would rather do a swirl pot so it sits up higher and it's a little bit more solid. I don't know, there's a lot of companies that make bolt-on B-series swirl pots and stuff and radiator caps for this kind of application, so may as well just do that, man. All right, when Gabriel sent this out, well, when he hit me up on Instagram, he let me know that he actually had fitted this up to his EF already, that is K-swapped. I don't remember exactly what reason why he needed to take it out. I think he went turbo or something, and this radiator was in the way, so he ended up having to take it out. So basically, he had it mocked up and he had it like installed on an EF, and that's what these little brackets right here on the side are for, I'm assuming, is to line up with an area on here so we can just bolt this thing straight up. Now I gotta say, Gabriel, the guy who sent me this radiator, hit me up on Instagram, bro. I have been searching for your Instagram like ever since the video went up of unboxing that. I've literally like 3 or 4 times I've spent like an hour on my Instagram just going through, opening each message, searching for our conversation, and I can't, like, I've went back months and months of messages and I can't freaking find you, bro. I was wanting to put your Instagram tag on the screen so I can give you a shout out for sending the radiator out, but I will say once again, if you are watching this, I most certainly appreciate it. This radiator is going to make a huge difference, especially with clearance on the front of khaki, because as you can see, I mean, it's just tearing up my, I want to doubt if it's denting the header. It doesn't feel dented, but it's definitely tearing up my my header wrap. So, and that's all the way through right there. I'm definitely gonna have to redo the header wrap. Of course I do. I'm pretty sure I have some extra up here in a box somewhere that I bought a while back, but anyhow, let's get this thing fitted up, man. I'm excited to see how it fits in here. Oh, but another thing really quick. He did the exact same thing that I did with my fans. This is an old distributor plug. So I use the male end on my harness that actually stays on the chassis. And then if you come over here to my radiator where my fans are at, I actually use the female end of that alternator plug or distributor plug, and my fans are tied together and it goes into one clip, so I can just plug it in and unplug it whenever I'm removing this. What is super dope is he did the exact same thing. Almost. I almost wasn't gonna have to do any kind of wiring. So he also has an old distributor plug on here, but as you can see, he has the male side on his fans where I have the male side as the chassis. So he did the exact opposite, bro. Almost, man. Almost was gonna be a plug and play application. Alright, first problem is my fuel pump is most certainly in the way. Like, it is definitely in the way. That means I'm gonna need to order some more AN line because I'm gonna have to move it. So what I think I could do is actually, if I move the, I don't know if the fuel filter is in the way, but what I'm thinking is I could probably put the fuel filter like right here, right? And then move the fuel pump right here, right? And then the only thing that'll be running across here is just my AN line, which should fit just fine underneath the radiator. But I don't have any AN line right now. I'm definitely gonna have to put in an order for some AN line. So I need some -8 for my fuel system. I'm gonna need to order some more fittings, of course. And then I also need dash 16 for the radiator, so. Yeah. Freaking sucks not having everything that you need to get something done. All right, screw it. Moving it. I have the fuel system pulled down out of the way temporarily. I think it's pretty obvious that we're gonna have to reconfigure the fuel system for sure, because it's just not gonna fit there with this radiator, unfortunately. But it's not a big deal, bro. Once we get some AN line in, it's gonna be really easy just to figure out, you know, where to place things and just run new line, man. So now we are ready to go ahead and mock this radiator up. But before we do, I want to show you guys something. So this is basically like as if we were the engine. This is what the engine's gonna be looking at. So I'm gonna be able to actually have the fans on the right side now. Before, I had my fans mounted on the front of the radiator, and that's just because of the clearance issues that I had. I mean, the radiator was already sitting against the damn header, so it most certainly wasn't gonna fit a fan in between there. So looking at it, the fans are facing in. Naturally, what you would do, you'd have the wiring on the bottom, and of course we want the plug headed over to the passenger side because that's where our wiring comes from. But if you look at the way it's set up right now, our input and output for the radiator is on the wrong side. That's because he had this set up for a K series, not for a B series. So how the radiator is gonna be sitting in my car is actually like this. But whenever you do that, now the wiring is on the top where you'll see it, so which is kind of ugly, and it's favoring the driver's side, in which we need it to be on the other side. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do is just actually unbolt the fans and then flip them over and then rebolt them. Alright, so now our inlet and outlet for the radiator are on the passenger side where they need to be for B series, and now our wiring is draped across the bottom, and our plug is coming over to the passenger side as well where it needs to be. So, hell freaking yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing mocked up. Alright, so where I have it placed at right now, I have it as absolutely low as I can go. So it's actually closing it completely off down here, which is good. If any air is going into the engine bay, you want it to pass through the radiator. You know what I'm saying? So if you have big gaping holes and stuff, that's kind of wasting the volume of air. If you have any air going through, you want it to at least be functional, to where it's cooling the radiator or intercooler or whatever that you may have mounted on the front. So it is a good thing that's completely closed off, but I will say it looks like I could probably raise it up ever so slightly. So I think I could probably bring the top of this bracket right up to where this flat spot ends, because reason being, the fuel pump looks like it'll still fit underneath there. Just it's a little bit tight right now. If I was to move it up that inch or so that I have right there, I think that would give me plenty enough room that we could still figure out a way to mount the fuel pump up underneath there. I think the biggest problem was obviously where to go. This bracket right here. So this bracket kind of holds the fuel pump up high. So I think just this is basically what I'm gonna have to reconfigure and just do it a different way to actually hold the fuel pump there. But I mean, come on, bro, look at that damn radiator, man. That is so freaking sick. Look how much room we got in there. I can fit my hand in there, boy. What you know about that? I should have done this so long ago. Definitely a much doper option, man. And dude, this is a pretty stout radiator. Like, I noticed these end tanks are like thick, bro. You could tell that they're thick. But anyhow, I'm gonna try to raise this up a little bit and see if we can get a little bit more room for the fuel pump, because my idea here is raising it up, we are obviously gonna open up a gap on the bottom, but what I'll do is actually make a piece of aluminum, bend it up and figure out a way to attach it if we have to screw it down or something, to where we'll close it off on the bottom, because I'm also gonna have to do that on the top. So whenever we get this all finished up and I put that little piece going across here that has the dimples in it, you know, there's also gonna be a gap right here, I can already tell. So I'll more than likely have to make a piece for the top and make a piece for the bottom just to close off those big gaps, so we don't waste any air and we get the max efficiency of cooling for the air that's actually passing through into the engine bay. So I know that was kind of long-winded, sorry, I'm talking a lot. So anyhow, let's go ahead and raise this thing up, bro, and see if we can make some more room for that fuel pump.
Alright, we're gonna plug these in.
Alright, so today's video, well, yesterday's video by the time you guys are watching this, but today's video just went live for me, and a pretty popular comment inside of the comment section is people asking me why or what is smoking inside of the garage. I actually have incense burning around the garage, so there's one there. Sometimes I have upwards of like 5 of them going in here. There's one here. Shout out to Curly because he's the one that actually brought them, and there's one here. Yeah, we have mosquitoes really freaking bad right now. Way worse this year than any other year, I would imagine, because of the grass maybe. I don't know, but yeah, the mosquitoes are really bad in here. And before you comment down below saying that that doesn't work, I literally am getting lit up inside of the garage, bro. Like, mosquito bites like crazy. And I light a few incense around in here and the mosquitoes are gone. Completely gone. So, yeah, it's a little trick if mosquitoes don't like smoke. So you light some incense around your work area or whatever, and it'll scare them away. B series 16 AN swirl pot. $205, bro. Good lord. Yeah, looks like a nice piece, bro. Looks like a really nice piece. I need to learn how to freaking weld, man. I need to get a good welder, because I'm telling you, like, that looks like a nice piece, but it also looks like $50 worth of material. That's nuts. This also doesn't look like it will fit with the distributor. Like, this is probably for coil on plug. Yeah, yep, that's for coil on plug. That won't fit with the distributor. Alright, that won't fit either. Ugh, speed factory. Alright, man, well, I clearly have some research that I need to do. If any of you guys know of a good swirl pot that I could still keep the distributor, because I'm not coil on plug. I mean, I ought to just go coil on plug someday, right? But for the time being, I need to get the radiator set up complete. So I need a swirl pot, and I think where the thermostat housing goes, I think I'll probably just need to get a weld on bung, so I can just go ahead and get a -16 welded on that, and I can get that taken care of by Cody over at JB Engines. He'll be able to weld that up for me. And then from there, I just need to order some damn -16 AN line. I think our fuel system's gonna be good, bro. What I need to do is actually order, God, what keeps happening? What I need to do is actually order probably another one of these. What I'm gonna need to do is fit this underneath the radiator. This point right here where it clamps down needs to be pointing straight. And then I basically need to get rid of this piece, and I need to put something directly on the back, that, like an ear that sticks out this way, so then I can put screws in this direction to actually bolt this bracket up, and then that will work to hold the fuel pump underneath the radiator where it's at. I might end up just hacking this one up and doing that, or I'll just order another one. They have these on Amazon. You just search Bosch 44 fuel pump mount, because that's not a Bosch that I have on there anymore, but it's the same size as a Bosch. So I need to order another mount. I need to order a bunch of AN line, and I need to find a swirl pot of some kind. I have some homework to do. Most certainly I could use some advice. If you guys know of any good swirl pots that will work, like I said, with the distributor, let me know. Send me a link. Hit me up on Instagram, something. But you know what? Before we close the video, I could at least do the wiring for the fan. so we can go ahead and see what these fans sound like. I'm actually interested to see if they're loud as hell or not. I like loud fans. I like a loud fuel pump. What can I say? And then I think we can also go ahead and bolt this piece back up just to see what it looks like. See what size gap we're gonna have to fill in. And I'm just gonna connect it like that for now. Just got them twisted together, so just for testing purposes, bro. So what I'm gonna do is actually have Braven probably tomorrow after school, have him solder that up for me, man. Don't be jealous. That's the reason why I told my boy to be good at wiring, man, so I don't have to do it. Besides, he has all the solder, the soldering gun, all that kind of stuff put up in his damn room nowadays. I can't ever get I can't even access wiring equipment anymore since that boy's taken over. But all right, let's see. Nope, that's not it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, they're kind of loud. Are they going the right direction? I can't tell. I think they're going the wrong direction. Hang on. It should be reversible. It feels like that's blowing out. Yep, there it is. Now they're sucking in. Dude, those things move some freaking air, bro. That is sick. Let's see, we got a piece of paper. Dude, this is full of papers, bro. Like, this isn't just a sheet of paper. It's actually pretty heavy. That is freaking sick, dude. Hell yeah. This is Braven's welcome stuff for Walmart. Woo-wee, boy! Would you look at that, man? Alright, so we do have a pretty decent little gap we gotta fill in, but no big deal. Anyhow, guys, I'm really digging how this is looking. It most certainly isn't nowhere near done, bro. Have quite a bit more work to do. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end it here, man. Reason being, because I'm trying to keep up with these daily videos and put out more content for you guys. So this is kind of a good example. At this point, I could stop where I'm at and then pick back up tomorrow with, you know, making little bracketry, finishing up the wiring and all that kind of stuff. But you guys want to have a video today. You want to have the video until tomorrow. The video would be a little bit longer and we would actually be getting this done, but you want to have a video today, and I would end up going a day without a video. So put in the comments down below what you guys prefer. I mean, I can do it either way. Believe me, I'm much happier putting a video up every day. I enjoy having content up for you guys, and honestly, it helps the channel out quite a bit whenever you post more frequently. So, but of course, I want to keep you guys happy, man. That's what I'm here for. You guys are the reason why I am capable of doing this as my everyday daytime job. You know what I'm saying? So I most certainly want to do what makes you guys happy. So put it in the comments down below. But anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys are stoked that we are doing some work on khaki and giving khaki some love. Believe me, there's going to be quite a few more videos to come. Braven has quite a bit of stuff that he has to get for the Integra to move forward. So don't think that we have forgotten about the Integra. He just started working. So he's got to get a windshield, have the guy come out, put the windshield in, glue in all of his windows. He needs to get a bumper. There's a bunch of stuff that we still need to get for the Integra, and he's working now so he can make some money, you know what I'm saying? So don't think for a second that we have forgotten about the Integra. We'll most certainly be picking back up on it as soon as we get some more parts to put on her. Just so you guys know, I'm trying to raise my boy right, man. I want him to know that you have to work for the things you want. I'm not going to just hand him everything, because, you know, that's just not the way to be. I'll end up raising a spoiled little brat that has to have everything handed to him. While he hates working in Walmart, he does not enjoy it. He knows if he wants to get the things that he wants, he's gonna have to put in the work, you know what I'm saying? So anyhow, guys, like I said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do smash the like button. If you're DBFam, bro, smash the like button, man, because it really does help the channel out tremendously. But anyhow, guys, I will most certainly be seeing you guys tomorrow because we have so much more work that we need to do to this thing. Not just the radiator. I have a lot of other stuff I have to do as well. So, peace.